Jazz hands. Yay, jazz hands. There we go. Jazz hands from everyone. We're getting jazz hands from 13C Joe. Walter Keller is here. Safety Harbor Fire. He's putting the voodoo on us.
The force powers.
Louisiana thing, and he's repping for BMW apparently. So
that's from SEMA. You got one too, didn't you? Yeah. You don't wear it though. You're an Audi guy.
No, yeah. We are live. We are live. This is episode 180 of the Hank Strange Who Moved My Freedom podcast, live from the Big Daddy Gun Studios, right there, and all over the place, right there. Yeah. I'm like officially in uniform today. You know, I mean. Got to make sure I get that paycheck. Hope you got your big girl panties on. Because it's 13C Joe, 13C Gun Reviews joining us here. What's up, Joe? What's going on?
Oh, having a great, beautiful day up here, man. It's been 50s and 60s. Spring actually happened since the last time I was on. So,
is it official now?
I'm calling it. It's official.
Are you sure? Because next thing you're going to be getting snowed under.
I guess to be fair, I only pulled about half of the driveway snow markers. I left the other half up just in case.
Yeah. Might get a little blizzard here or there coming in. So. All right, and then we also have Walter Keller with some kind of badassery in his hands.
I brought the rattler home just for some eye candy.
Nice, yeah. Very nice. That's
big rattler,
sexy. Yeah. It's still sexy. It's still sexy.
Entry stock on it. Woo, woo.
Yeah, and what optic is that you have on it? We're going to talk a couple of optics tonight. We're going to do a little bit of optic stuff, Joe. I don't know if we told you, but we'll give you a chance if you need to grab some optics.
It's an aim point.
Oh. Walter, damn, Walter, you're just balling with this.
Well,
man, you went all the way.
Well, what do you mean? I got this at Knob Creek.
Okay, you trade what for the aim point?
Yeah, I did some swapping a couple of years ago and ended up in one of these and a couple of other things out of the deal. Yeah.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Yeah. Okay, I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Actually, I got a couple of them.
Yeah. Patton Taylor says my second Big Daddy order just shipped out today. Congratulations. Lots of folks rocking and rolling on that Big Daddy Unlimited. If you never heard about it, there's a link in the description. You guys can go to it. We could talk about it later. You know, we could pull up some stuff here and definitely talk about that later for folks who want to do it. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff today. One of the things I wanted to talk about, guys, and I'm sure you guys saw this because I sent you the what level of I don't really have show notes. For anyone who wants to know.
I don't do that either.
At this point, we are very unorganized. I am going to try to where pretty soon there's going to be some kind of organization, but not right now. For the first 180 episodes, there's no organization. But we're going to talk about automatic attack vehicles today.
What?
And why they're a danger.
Automatic attack vehicles?
Yes, we are gun guys against automatic attack vehicles.
Is that like a military thing or something they're
No, I'm just.
Oh no, they're commercial. They're commercial.
Yeah, we're talking about attack vans. You know, apparently.
Okay, I see.
In Toronto, we had an attack van. Somebody used an attack Home Depot van, and you know, there's all kinds of things going on. And as you mentioned, Walter told me about this. There is some ongoing news right now at a Home Depot. Unfortunately, it's like, you know, it's really crazy. 2 Dallas PD officers critically wounded in a shooting at North Dallas. Suspect at large. Civilian was also shot in the incident, which happened at a Home Depot store off US 75 in Forest Lane. So that's just like developing right now. We really don't know that much about it. I really, man, I don't know what's going on. And just today, they were having the services for those 2 deputies that were assassinated in my county. I went down there today. I think pretty much every police officer in Florida and from surrounding states were in my county today. I saw motorcycle squadrons is all I could say. I didn't know there were that many motorcycle police units in existence in Florida, but there were a lot of them. I saw a lot of guys out there. I wasn't really able to stay down there. There was a huge turnout and all that kind of stuff. So, and then I haven't had a chance to share any video or anything like that. I will when I get a chance. And then they had a procession going through the county with those guys. So, and we're still having this kind of stuff going on. At the same time, I think we caught up. We were talking about that last night, right? They caught up to this guy in Toronto. The van.
Yeah, he tried to get himself shot. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to commit suicide.
Yeah, the cop didn't do it though. The cop wouldn't shoot him. So
yeah, I mean, he needs to pay for his thing. I mean, this is like I think it's 10 people, right? So
yeah, that's bad.
So Toronto van attack suspect expressed anger at women. Wow.
Well, doesn't that fit the profile too a little bit?
Yeah. The man identified as a van driver who was traumatized traumatized Toronto, was a socially troubled computer studies graduate who posted a hostile message towards women on Facebook moments before his deadly rampage. Wow. Okay. So yeah, so there's all of that. We're going to talk about that. And I think that what all of these things bring about is that what people do is they use whatever they can at hand to reap destruction on other human beings.
Yeah, you don't need an AR-15.
Right.
No, there's lots of things out there that you can do damage with, and it's it's not a good thing, but there are lots of things out there. So we're being a little facetious with our title. I'm just saying that for like the YouTube gods.
Oh, so you don't get
You don't fully understand.
Yeah. So I do consider myself. I fancy myself as a comedian. Yeah, so I'm a very funny guy. I mean,
at times you can be.
Yeah. So it is a little bit tongue in cheek there, but let's see right here. MP762A for life P says hello, Strangerholics, and then John Dieter says they use an evil white van. You know what? Let me run down real quick and go through and shout out everyone that's in here, because yesterday I obviously didn't do that. We missed out on that. We had American Gun Chick here, and
we had other things to do. We had to chat with her.
Yeah, I guess as happens with dudes, we lost our mind and all sense of realities.
She's all right.
Yeah. Even though American Gun Chick launched an attack against me, for which I am still
reeling from that attack. Huh?
Yeah, I'm still reeling from the blows, but also plotting my revenge in some way. I don't know if
you're shouting out. I'm going to grab one or two things so we can talk about them later.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and do that. And people are sending me messages already, just so you guys know. There's people sending me messages, sending me Gorn pics and all that kind of stuff. As soon as I go on air, Lola says focus. I'll just show one really quick. Look, just one. There you go. It's a new 10mm from Will. So that's it. That's the one. Okay, so Carl Compton, I see him. Joe Carpenter, Richard Hughes, Chris Illog as well. Let's see. E-Rock is also in here. DCG 44s and SoCal Gunner. Cody Phillips, Michael Bender, Enrique Q, Jacob R, William Keller. Now, is William Keller related to you, Walter?
Negative.
He's not.
Negative.
He's not one of the Killer Kellers.
No.
Oh,
not that I'm aware of.
Are you sure?
We're a small group, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of Kellers in the country, but not our lineage.
But not of the big-headed Kellers.
Well, I don't know. I know.
They have the massive craniums.
I don't know how far they fell off the tree, so to speak. So.
Yeah. So right now we don't know. We're assuming not. William Hoffman, Efrain Rodriguez Jr. Let's see who else is in here. Let's see. The Archangel. I see the Archangel. The Tyven Show. So Tyven Show says, hello all. Didn't even make the top 20 first comments. So there you go. Let's see who else we got going on here. Let's see. Robert Norton as well. I see Robert Norton. Bricks is also in here. Norton.
You have heard I won't get you too far off track. The Eddie Murphy with Norton and what is it? The Honeymooners skit he did one time with Norton and
where did he do that, on Saturday Night Live?
That was off one of his albums.
Oh, okay, no.
It's rather Norton. Go ahead, Norton. I know you want me, and I don't. Anyways, you have to hear it.
Oh, Okay.
It's a little rough.
No, I can't remember that one. Yes. I mean, it's Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Is it early Eddie Murphy?
It's old school Eddie Murphy. Good at him.
Yeah, circa the 80s.
Yeah.
When he was like, I don't know, 19 or something like that. Ridge Runner says, what's happening, Strangeville? I see, I think I said Bill Butcher, Boss Hog, I see as well, Robert McRae. And let's see who else is in here. STL Storm Spotter, Greg 98K, LV Louis Cypher as well. Psycho 316. Says good afternoon, chat. So there you go. Travis Height, Chandler, Richard Harper, Robert Harris, everyone doing thumbs up. So guys, don't forget about the thumbs ups. We need to get those thumbs ups going. Very, very important to get the thumbs ups in effect, as well as share this. Okay, you got to share this stuff. We've got to make sure that people know that we're doing this.
People need to know. They need to hear the truth.
Absolutely.
And shout out to Chris Bullis's 9-year-old daughter. It might have scrolled by you while you were looking. Chris Bullis's 9-year-old daughter has a birthday today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chris Bullis's daughter. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Young Miss Bullis.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. So there you go. I know Lola said no showing, but I'll just show one more. There you go. Just one more picture.
Oh, yeah.
Someone sending me. There you go. Don't tread on me.
Don't show me those racist flags. You hear that?
In America. How is it? Yeah.
Damn you.
Why are people mad at the
damn you, Hank Strange. You ruined my day.
I got your racist flag
right here.
Zero Cool says, anyone else not getting notifications? That's pretty much what's going on, man. No one's getting notified that we're doing this. That's why we're trying to step it up here and get that out, get the word out. So I see Glenny Bowling, let's see, David Serpa, Mac Minigan says Jazz Hands. The Pants says hello America. Let's see. Music Lover says Blues Hands. Armament and Axes is here. Peyton Taylor. Moo Butt.
Come on, Moo Butt. Give us that thumbs.
Yeah. Tacos and French fries.
Right.
That's a new one. That's a new one. Tacos and French. I've never had tacos and French fries at the same time. So
they have they got something like that at Taco Bell. No, they got some fries that are like taco flavored.
Oh, really?
I tried them one time.
Fries that taco flavored.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I was surprised. Yeah.
Yeah. Vlavishar 2 is also in here. Let's see who else. Mr. FNH says, hey, gun people. And let's see. Rocky J. We got Rocky J. Ghetto Hood Gamer in here. By the way, you guys had some really, you guys really roasted me yesterday. I went home and cried myself to sleep.
Maybe you cried yourself sitting in the front seat of your Audi.
Okay, MW Tactical as well. Gerald Loafers, I see him in here as well. Let's see who else is in here. I'm trying to go through Matt Wallace, Kenneth K, So MD Harley Rider as well. Says I have a full semi-automatic attack vehicle. I think we all do. I hope you registered it. So yeah, very important to make sure you do that. So CB says yo. Let's see. Ghetto Hood Gamer wants to know if the Tyven Show has kids. That's a good question. Do we know if the Tyven Show has kids?
Did they have offspring that hatched?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are there any? Sorry about that. Are there any little Tyven shows out there?
I never asked him anything about that.
Yeah. Do you know the Tyven Show, Joe?
Not personally, no.
Oh, okay. We gotta get him on here one day with you.
Trying to get a picture here. I'm gonna have to lock onto your screen and keep trying to take them.
Your computer might explode. Just you are warned right now. If you're going to look at a picture of the Tyven Show, no. Oh, because your computer might explode. If you guys see 13C Joe go through one of those, like, what is the thing? Indiana Jones. Which movie was it? The Was
Temple of Doom or something?
Was it? I think it was a Temple of Doom at the end when they opened up the Ark of the Covenant and then it just melted their face.
That's
if that happens to Joe, stand by. That might happen to Joe. That might happen to Joe here.
Not that bad.
Yeah, Robert Harris is talking about this 2 officers in Dallas. Yeah, we see that's developing right now. Mike Sarver from ATI Outdoors is in the chat, people.
All right.
So go. By the way, guys, this is a good. There goes ATI Outdoors. Right
ATI.
There. Hey, Mike. ATI Outdoors allowing this show to happen. Mike is in the chat. He'll probably be here one of these days soon. I heard he has touched down in Florida. The red carpet has been rolled out. You guys need to go into the chat. Ask all your questions right now of the ATI Outdoors guys. Everything you want to know about ATI Outdoors. Look, we got some cool stuff going on. When is he coming on? Friday? Okay, Mike will be on Friday. There's some. This right here is a pretty badass stock right here. Lightweight and pretty freaking tough. Have you ever used one of these, Joe?
I have not messed really with any of their AR stuff. I did. I've actually got a pretty good review up. At least I feel it's pretty good anyway. I've gotten good responses on it. I redid my Mossberg 500 with a bunch of their. Oh God, I'm drawing a blank on what it's called. Their T3 TAC Force 4M grip, pistol grip.
You have one of those.
It's actually got a stock on it.
The stock one. Okay.
Yeah.
I have one of those somewhere around here.
I might run off and grab it in a minute. It's actually in my other. What's that?
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Give me 2 shakes.
Yes. So we'll talk about that. And actually, Joe, we should figure out how to get you one of these stocks.
Yeah, sure. You could probably do that.
Yes, we could totally do that. So everyone go in there and say what's up to Mike Sarver from ATI Outdoors in the chat. He will love that. You know, he just needs the attention. So go say hi to him. Don't let him be lonely here in the chat, you know. So let's see, RTS guy here as well. Yeah, Mike says thanks for the red carpet. So there you go. We'll be hanging out with Mike and we're gonna actually do some shooting. I don't know what you're getting up to. Exhale is also in here, by the way. Screaming Skull Saloon as well. I don't know what you're getting up to this weekend, Walter. I don't know if you already have plans or what's up.
It's only Tuesday, man. I don't even know what the hell.
Is it only Tuesday?
It's only Tuesday, man.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
It feels like it's Friday.
Oh, you need to do something.
At least Thursday. I don't know about you.
No, I don't want it that fast. I got stuff to do. Not that fast.
There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Well, that's good. As long as it's positive stuff.
Well.
Or
it's always a mixed bag. It's always a mixed bag.
Yeah, as long as you're not moving ahead 2 steps and falling back 3.
Right.
Yeah.
So Meatloaf Sandwich wants to know, Mike Sarver in the chat. He wants to know, does ATI still make the Mosin Nagant stocks
and SKS stocks? That was going to be my question.
Oh, okay. Do they still make the SKS stocks? And then it looks like I'm going to lock it on Joe. All right, Joe, tell us about this bad boy.
All right. So here we've got. Hold on, I better stop this. I was actually looking for something else here. I was going to try and find exactly the name of this package here. Give me 2 seconds, and I will actually tell you. Here it is. All right, here it is. So this is the T3 TAC Light. It's got the Strike Force stock, the Halo heat shield up here with ghost ring sights, and other awesomeness on here that honestly at the moment I can't really fully recall. But anyway, you see that it replaces the heat shield on top.
That's
pretty
cool.
Usable ghost ring sight here on the back of this that I like. Replaces the foreguard here. You can have it smooth on this side like I have it here. On this side, I replaced this panel with one of their 1913 pick rails, so I can mount a light on this side. I don't have a light on there now. I actually got it on something else. But when you're working this, you can activate it with your thumb. Add some functionality up front. Pistol grip in the back here, and then the adjustable stock with their side saddle on it. I always get the question and ask, why is one of those facing up and the rest are facing down? The one facing up is a slug. The rest are buckshot.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
It's got a really effective butt pad on here too.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, and that's comfortable. That's one of the things that I like about, ATI Outdoors stuff is that they, especially with a shotgun and things like that, you can really feel the recoil inside of that grip. If you have one of those harder pistol grips, you feel it. But with the buttstocks that they make and then the pistol grips, the rubber on there is pretty good, man. I haven't seen that kind of rubber anywhere else.
No, what Hank's talking about is this black rubber portion on the back here. It actually absorbs a decent amount of recoil into the hand. I mean, most of it you're pulling in tight to your shoulder anyway, but that little addition on here, at least if you're shooting slugs anyway, for me, I find that addition helps in the back. If you're not shooting slugs, most of that's going to go on your shoulder anyway, but I find the same thing when I shoot slugs. It's just that added comfort that is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lola, I think ATI Outdoor still has like that 20% off thing going on their website, right?
Correct.
Yes. So they've got 20% off going on the website. There is a link in the description along with all the other links for everything that you guys should check out. And of course, go ahead. What are you going to say, Joe?
I was going to say, have you done anything on their shotgun stuff yet or no?
Yes, I've done. I have that pistol grip on my AOW shot. Where the hell is my AOW? But is it here? I don't know if my AOW is here, but Walter makes those the Keg 12s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've got that on my Keg 12. We're gonna do some other stuff. Lola? What are you trying to do?
And these are on the site now.
Oh, okay. Lola says that the goat guns are on ATI. I don't even know. Yes. Lola says the ATI. What? But all of them?
The AK-47.
The AK-47's on. Yeah, the AK-47. Have you seen these, Joe? Goat guns? You heard
I saw a post about them somewhere. I didn't really check them out though. They're like mini.
Yeah, mini guns that you build. It comes in pieces. You put it together, very realistic. Like you get the magazines, you get the rounds. So this is the AR one, which I don't think is up there yet. But I don't know where the AK. I had the AK. Who? Oh yeah, Walter has the AK, but Walter's not even there right now.
He's probably gone to go get it.
No clue where Walter went to. No, I think he saw a shotgun, and then Walter was like, "What? Wait a second.
Stargate time.
I'm not going to let Joe get out a shotgun."
Right.
Or Walter is right now taking a very lovely, number 2.
No.
But you think he's not?
He's in the Stargate for sure.
No, I think Walter.
I never get those ats to work properly. People will at me and I'll see it glow, and then when I at them, it never lights up.
Well, I try to at you, but you weren't in there. That's why.
Yeah.
You got to open another window and log in that other window.
You know what? I may be logged. Am I logged into the chat?
Right.
The other window?
Right. You got to open another window and.
I see him talking in the chat. I could see Joe.
Okay.
Now he's in there.
I can hear Joe.
Yeah, he's in.
Okay.
No, but he's actually in the chat window as well. So
yeah, I've got another chat window. For those who are on the other side of this, who don't see the other side of it, in my window that I'm actually talking to the guys with and seeing the video, I can't chat in that from the way this thing is set up. I have to open another window on the side and kind of have it concurrently going. And sometimes I miss stuff or it gets distracted. But thank you to everybody. Somebody asked, this is a Mossberg 500. I saw that scroll up.
And then probably the next question with that would be, obviously, I'm assuming that you like the ATI Outdoors furniture, but what did it cost? What's your overall? And then tell us about the video where you're talking about this. Is that out already?
Yeah. So the video on that has been up for, actually, I want to say it's probably a year. Yeah. I'm looking at it here. It says it's 1 year old. It's on our channel. It's about a year old. If you type in maybe T3 and then Mossberg ATI 13C, something like that, it should come up, or just go to our channel and search it through there.
Sweet.
And it'll come up. And yeah, it's a full video on this. I shoot some clays with it. I shoot slugs with it, buckshot, birdshot, kind of you name it. I run the gambit with this thing, kind of showing it off and what it can do.
Yeah. So, and I think I'm not sure what the exact price of everything that you have on there, but they don't have anything that's extremely expensive.
Most of all the stock, the pistol grip, and the front end were all part of a package. I think it was a combo. I would assume they still have the package. It was part of a combo package. So I don't know. It was all together. and then the heat shield was separate from that, and the shot shell holder was separate as well, if I remember correctly.
Okay, very cool. Where I wonder where my
for what they were all reasonably priced, and usually I don't think I know it expired at the end of the year, but ATI set up a coupon code for subscribers. It's not active now, but
okay.
They always have something going on their site.
And I don't know what you're doing on Friday, but I mean, on Friday, Mike's actually going to be here with us. So if we can't get something going by then, on Friday we should get that worked out.
Cool. Sure.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think I talked to Mike a month or two ago, and I think he was just settling into the role, starting out. Maybe, I'm not sure, because I know the guy who was there before him, and then I just kind of didn't hear anything from him for a while. And I worked with him on this, and then I guess at some point Mike took over and the other guy left. I'm not sure. Yeah. But I know when you settle into a new position, it's really busy. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And the firearms industry on that side of it is kind of like a small community, and guys are always moving around. So yeah, by the time you get to know the people working at a company, next thing you know, that guy's moved and gone somewhere else. So yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, so let's see, Walter, what did you go? What were you up to? Because we had bets. I said you were taking a number 2. You were blowing up.
I had to get some more food.
Oh, food. Oh, damn it, man. We should have made,
Sorry.
We should have made bets on that. No, that's cool. You had to go get your own food?
Well, you guys were doing the shotgun thing. I figured a perfect time for me to exit stage left. So yeah,
I'm saying, though, you had to get your own food. Man, what happened to Spencer? Is he on vacation? Or
no, he's in there eating. He's eating, too. I didn't want to disturb him, so
okay.
I was being considerate.
Oh, look at you. You're an angel.
That's
yeah. You're an angel. How's the dog, by the way?
Oh, she's fine. She's fine. She's been hanging out with us all day long at the shop and stuff. Puppy. They gnawing on everything and being a puppy.
Just wait. Yeah, he's
wait till it's 120 pounds and gnawing on everything.
Absolutely. So Mike says that he's new to the social media side, but he's been with ATI for 5 years, and that was cool. Him, Joe.
Okay, cool.
So there you go.
Nice.
So we'll get all that kind of stuff going back here. Okay. So you know what? Let's hit up some of the new stuff that we wanted to talk about today. And I just want to remind everyone once again to hit those thumbs ups. We've got like 186, 190 people, almost 200 people watching right now. So I think we can do 200 thumbs ups. You guys can do it. I believe in you. I know you're capable of it.
Hit that damn button. Stop thinking about it. Do it.
Yeah. So the big headline was the suspect in Toronto van Rampage charged with 10 murder counts, but motive remains unclear. And we were talking about this a little bit at the beginning, but Joe, do you have, what do you think about this whole thing, man?
Crazy people are going to do crazy things. And I mean, there's really no, there's no other way to put it. Crazy people do crazy stuff all the time, and they're going to use whatever they're going to use. I mean, obviously we have a situation here where this guy didn't use a regular van. He's just a civilian, a consumer. He used obviously a commercial grade van. Should consumers have access to commercial grade vans? I don't know. I mean, it's.
If they're going to be attack grade, if they're
kind of capacity.
Yeah, if they're attack grade vans.
You guys aren't serious, are you?
No, of course.
Okay,
not.
I was going to say because.
Honestly, if you need to move your living room furniture, if it saves one life, does it really matter if it takes 3 or 4 trips?
No, you should have to carry that on your back, damn it.
In some countries they have a 3-wheel bicycle with a thing in the back that they use to do that.
You could do that. And what about a wheelbarrow? Why not a wheelbarrow?
Attached to the bicycle. Yeah.
I think when the Bill of Rights was written, it was written for wheelbarrows.
It was
not written for vans. We only had horses.
The founding slave owners did not own vans.
Yeah, I mean, we are not being serious, people.
No. We're joking.
We're joking about the ridiculous. Obviously, this is a terrible thing to happen in Toronto. I think there's 10 people dead, 13 others injured in this thing. This is not the first time this has happened. This is not the second time. It's not the third time. I don't think it's the 100th time that this has happened that we all know of. And I mean, you remember what happened in New York City with the guy who rented a U-Haul, and we can go on and on. Stuff has happened in Germany, all over the place. So what do we do about this? What do we do, Walter?
I don't know what you do because How can you, if somebody walks into a rental place and they kind of look like they might be well, anyways, do you just tell them
You
no?
mean
You
if they
can't?
look like they're not moving? Because when I'm moving, I don't look very attractive.
Right.
I don't go in there to rent that van. I don't even
Well-
go in there in a good mood when I have to rent that. I hate moving.
Yeah.
I think you knew where I'm going with this.
Waiting period.
No.
Waiting period for rentals.
Well, who has a tendency to run people over with motor vehicles on the sidewalk? It kind of falls into a group of folks that have a tendency to tie bombs on themselves.
Same people that maybe would get on planes or box cutters and crash the planes into buildings.
So what I was saying is, so here you are, you're the clerk at the U-Haul place, and here comes Ahmed in, and he throws down his light, and he's like, "Man, you're gonna run some people over that thing."
Maybe you should do some background checks.
Right.
Maybe we should have the FBI background check people.
Yeah, maybe there should be a background check hotline for van rentals.
Yeah. Maybe as we all fly around the country, we should have background checks, and when rappers, when they rent, because, they don't really own, they don't own those Ferraris and Lamborghinis.
They're hauling drugs in those things.
And Bugattis or whatever. Well, who knows what they're doing, but we should definitely have background checks on all that stuff.
Right? Well, that the guys that do all the road inspections on the highways and stuff for trucks and stuff, they got new laws or new rules they're trying to enforce about like horse trailers. We're going to make the horse trailers go through all the inspection process, because a lot of people in the horse trailers are from Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
They're not horses. They're
They're people hiding out in there.
Right. So they figure, well, let's make all these guys that with these trailers we'll make them get inspected like everybody else does, right?
Yeah.
And would an FBI background check even matter? As Vanessa
Kitty
commenting, and how many of the most recent mass murderers have actually been on the FBI's radar and/or in custody at some point, and they just turned them loose? Right. I mean, you look, the Pulse nightclub shooting, the shooting that was in Florida at the airport in Lauderdale, the Parkland shooting, and now hear this nutball in the Waffle House. I don't know if he was in custody with the FBI, but he was with Secret Service.
Yes, he was. They knew he was. I saw a thing before they caught him. It said that he thought that Taylor Swift was stalking him.
Right.
Which, really?
Really?
What now? How many people would pay to have Taylor Swift stalking him?
Look, I'm telling you, if that dude was in a committed relationship, I mean that's unacceptable.
And he's in a committed relationship with a nut house.
How all this be is if somebody actually investigated Taylor Swift and found out, by day she's a singer, but at night she stalks unsuspecting fans.
Yes, I say
at the Waffle House.
Yeah,
at the Waffle House.
We should investigate Taylor Swift. Scott Rousseau says the president has instructed the DOJ to redefine the meaning of van. What is a van? This way we could do something about it. John Dieter says we had a horse and buggy accident near me the other day.
I saw that,
yeah, one person was killed. So that's not so that's true.
Yeah. That's not
Claude
funny.
Price says, "What's going on, American Patriots? He's been missing our attractive broadcasts. Glad to catch you guys and to get good information. Your homeboy from Detroit." Claude Price is in Detroit, so there you go. Russell Courtney says 3-day waiting period
on all van rentals.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see we got Mr. Holster in the house as well. Shout out to him. Gorillas and Guns as well in here. I don't know if I shouted him out.
Timothy McVeigh, who, the Oklahoma City bomber, for you younglings that don't know anything past 6 months of history. He rented a van too,
He did. That was a rider van. That was a full-size van. That was that was some kind of transport van. I don't even know how you would describe something like that.
That was a small box truck, I think. Yeah, well, basically, one of those small like box type trucks. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But,
Yeah, in all seriousness here, I mean, we're making light of what's going on, but I think it's to highlight the point that crazy people, or people who are not crazy but just that are maybe broken and want to be destructive, have lots of options.
If you see the video of when the cop when the guy wants to be shot and he's just standing with the cop and the cop's pointing the gun at him, there's these people walking down the sidewalk. It looks like they come out from behind the van and they're just walking along like dum, 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 dum.
Nothing happening here.
And then they see the cop, and I guess there were some voices being yelled and stuff like this, and then they go, "Oh crap, let's go hide behind the corner here." And it's like they didn't think it was kind of funny that the van was on the sidewalk with the front end all busted in. It's strange, man. People are like brain dead walking along.
They're oblivious. They are completely oblivious. They have zero. Now I can't even say it.
They're not aware of their spatial awareness.
No clue.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, it wasn't funny, but you watch these people and you're going, these people don't realize there could be a shooting going on a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So really quickly here, okay, Chris Delboy says, and this is on my phone. He says, in the movie Stripes, they called it an urban assault vehicle.
Uh-oh.
So, and Peyton Taylor says, can we talk about the Kyle Kashev incident? I don't know. I hope I am pronouncing his name.
Which one was that?
You guys know who that is? I'm assuming isn't that one of the kids from the
down in
school?
Yeah, he went shooting and then he got interrogated by the Gestapo.
Yeah, he says school security questioned him for visiting gun range with his dad.
I would have told him to himself.
I remember hearing about that. Yeah, that's insane, isn't it?
I would have, if that was my kid and they started that stuff, I would have said, "Go yourself."
How did they know he went to the range with his dad?
They're obviously following him on social media.
It's none of their
business. Yeah, I mean, and what's wrong with that? That's not illegal to do in America.
Yeah, it's completely legal, healthy activity, and they're just turning it into. They want to denormalize firearms ownership and firearms use.
They want to make you like a cigarette smoker. Is what they want to do, and they can themselves beep, 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 themselves. You know.
Yeah, so I guess he posted on Facebook, and then people started jumping all over him, and then a Broward County Sheriff's officer, trolling through Facebook, I guess, jumped in there. Okay, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. He doesn't have the right to go with his dad and go shooting in a safe, responsible manner.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at this picture of him here. He's got his finger straight. That's the first safety you got right there. You know, I respect that. Looks like the gun. Is that like, why does that gun look familiar to me?
I don't know. Did you give it to
the
him?
rifle? No, the rifle. He's no. I don't know him.
I have no connection to that.
Yeah, the rifle itself looks interesting. Someone out there probably, is it a Daniel Defense? I don't even know. I like the handguard on it, so it comes all the way to the top of the barrel. So there you go. Yeah, you know what? That's terrible.
But it's none of their damn business.
Yeah.
You know.
Are we going to investigate what the other kids are doing?
Yeah, the other leftists.
Yeah. Are we going to be all up in their business?
Are they getting paid by some political organization to go?
If he doesn't bring a gun to the school, don't worry about it.
Yeah. You should worry about it when they cross that line, right? You know, at that point, then. So.
And this is kind of the point that we're making. I mean, what happens now? You go to rent a van, and the police like, why did you rent that van? What's up with you?
How much furniture do you have to move?
Yeah,
you really need a van that size for that much furniture?
Yeah, we saw you rented this thing, man. What's up? Are you know, what's the?
Well, just tell them you're hauling some illegals in, and they'll leave you alone.
You got a point. Yeah, you do have a point there.
Yeah, we got to move some of my friends from Mexico. Leave me alone, man. All right.
I found this picture, Hank. I'm looking at it. What you're talking about. The magwell is kind of curved. It's not. I can't see it enough.
It might be a custom. Yeah, it might be a custom build.
I almost want to say it might be one of those jack lowers. I can't tell though.
Could be. Yeah.
I can't. The lighting isn't good enough to tell because there's a couple that have that curve on it now. They're not as. I mean, they're still unique, but they're not as unique as they used to be anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Richard Harper says, I guess I'll never move to Florida. It's becoming a commie state.
Florida's not bad. It's down south down there where that's another country down there. So, and unfortunately, the Miami-Dade area is real liberal, so to speak. Yeah. Never used to be that way, but all these people from New York and all these people moved down there, and you know what I'm saying? And now they all a bunch of it's the way it is. So Tyven tells me all truck drivers must have a TSA background check.
Yeah, we're talking like tractor trailer, right?
Yeah, like drivers, real drivers that do it for a living. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh.
You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not a bad idea. You know, you're hauling. You might be one day you might be hauling a load of swine, and the next day it might be hauling a load of of gunpowder going to the local arsenal. So you never know. It's a good idea.
Yeah. You could be, hauling a shipment of dicks or something like that. You know.
Well, somebody's got to haul those things from the factory.
It could be assault dildos. Who knows? Yeah. So Stan Smith, I'm not sure how old Stan Smith is, says, I asked a girl on a date today. First date to go shooting my M16A2, SHTF 50, BMG, Uzi, shotguns, pistols, but I have not heard back yet. Laugh out loud. What is wrong with that woman?
Right? That sounds like a good time. If I wasn't already taken.
Make sure she doesn't whack you and take your guns and sell them, like what happened to somebody down here, I think. That happened to Florida down here.
Yeah. That's a good date. That's a good date right there. If you can go on a date, you can cross a lot of things off your bucket list.
Right.
You can.
And if she don't want to go with you and go shooting, then you don't need her. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then speaking of that, oops, I dropped my phone. Hold on, let me get the phone. So speaking of that, right? Okay, Lola, I'm Lola's giving me instructions.
Oh, do we have to talk about my international incident?
Yeah. Well, let's do that.
Does Joe know about that?
I don't know if Joe knows about that. We can say. Did you hear about this? That Walter is now leading a life of crime.
Hey, whoa! I didn't do that. Anything to do with this.
We will talk about that here. Go ahead.
I did not. I wish I had my ATF puppet with the little hat that could just pop up.
Where's that article, Walter?
It's about the firearms blog.
Was it on the firearms blog?
Yeah,
okay,
it's about Brazil and guns.
Yeah, go to the firearms blog, and there's something about Rio. Let me see where that is. If you can't find it, let me know and I'll find it for you. So I'll go over this real quick. The Tyven Show sent me this one. So here we go. This is the kid in Florida. We're talking about Florida. I don't know if you guys can read this, but I'm gonna read what this kid did here. Since we're talking about dates, right? So, I guess it's prom season. Yes, and I know that, I know my younger son is about to go to his prom. So this kid has a sign, and he posts a sign on Facebook. It says, "If I was black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you for prom?" ? That's how he asked his date out to the prom, and then supposedly she was so impressed by this that she, She reposted it or whatever. It became a whole big thing. It all blew up. What do you guys think about that?
What? I never had to about something like that.
I never had to employ slavery to ask anybody out on the date.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then you can look at the other side of it, right? Mm-hmm. Picking you is easy. Picking you is better than picking cotton, I guess. He
says I'd rather be picking you. He says I'm white, so I'd rather be picking you. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know where to start with that, honestly.
First of all,
these kids want to tell me what guns I can have?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. Come on.
First of all, damn it, Florida. You
right?
are really, people in Florida always get into some bullshit. That's
Tyven said South Florida. He wanted a prom date. Must be warm down there. It's been a little warm, but not hot yet. Not crazy hot. Yeah. No.
I mean, first of all, is anyone actually picking cotton? There's machines for that.
Yeah, there's machinery nowadays.
It's a long time. There's been machines for that.
Someone needs to tell that fella they got machines to do that now.
Yeah. And I just don't get it,
I don't see the correlation. I'm confused.
It's really crazy. And you know what? I think it goes back to what we're seeing in a lot of cases now, that people want to get attention, and they do everything from things like this that are really stupid and rude,
hurting themselves,
all the way up to hurting other human beings. you know, and I think that there's something going on that we don't think about people, and we're not being respectful when we do things that we're doing today. You want to ask a girl out to prom, just
you want to go to prom?
Yeah, just walk up to her and ask her out to the prom or whatever, and you know, hey, it either works or it doesn't work. But when you have to start doing all kinds of crazy crap like this, I think it's a little bit insane. It's not really the kind of attention that you want.
No.
You know, and shame on the girl even for saying yes, because I heard she said yes, but whatever. Yeah.
One thing, I didn't see any rebel flags or anything, so they're not serious about things. You know. They can't be serious about the relationship. They have no rebel flags going on.
Hey, let's spin this off into something else real quick. So along the same lines of Confederate flags. So there's there's an Indiana forum up here where I'm at a board where there's crap load of gun owners in Indiana on it. And there was posted an after thing about the rally in Philly that we talked about on last week's show. And anyway, somebody in the comments posted, well, I didn't go because people are there with Confederate flags and I don't want to be associated with that. So I responded back, you know, out of 2,000 people, there was one guy with a poster, and in the corner of the poster was a Confederate battle flag, right? So you don't want to be associated with the other 1,999 people that were there. You don't want to go because of the one dude. Because you might be associated and lumped up with the one dude, not the 1,999. And obviously then you go down the other line of it. He had more crap in his thing about why he didn't show up, and what the real reason for him not showing up, who knows? But you know, his post was twofold. It was impugning the character of the other, 1,999 people who were there.
Mm-hmm.
And also it was serving to discourage people who don't want to be associated with that from showing up to the next one. Because I mean, and the way I tell people is, show up to these rallies the way you want a gun owner to be portrayed. If you want to be portrayed in camouflage, well, I'd rather you not show up in camouflage, but if that's your thing, this is America, do what you want to do.
Right.
Yeah. Scott's saying that was virtue signaling. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Me
I
personally,
can tell you this from where I live here, all people buy is camouflage.
Right.
They don't have anything else.
Well,
but, I get it.
There's camouflage, and then there's military type camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
I get it.
So, show up, be a positive example. For the most part, I mean, a good 75% of the people who were there were dressed really nice. 75% were dressed really nice. 24% were dressed pretty okay. And then there was, 1% that had to wear camouflage or something, which fine, who cares? There's still, you have big pictures of the crowd, and you see like the one dude in camouflage out there, right? So, go out, be the positive example you want to be in these cases. If you, and as a side note, it's America. If you want to wear something that other people don't agree with, that's the beauty of living here.
Yeah. Also, it doesn't discourage me, and I don't really give a crap. I don't care. There's lots of different flags out there, and I don't really care about. I care about the American flag.
Yeah.
And also the pirate flag. I gotta admit.
There's a special place in my heart for the Jolly Roger.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's probably, I'm sure there's lots of people that don't think that's a good thing.
There's a few people here talking about camouflage in the comments, like Timothy and Vanessa and a couple others. And there's nothing wrong with camouflage. If you want to wear that to a rally, go right ahead. I'm just saying that personally, I don't wear camouflage to rallies. In this case, I was actually speaking, so I mean, I'd actually meant to dress nicer. It was supposed to rain. I wanted being up there.
Do you have camouflage though?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I have.
You're not against it.
What's that? No,
you're not against it. You're just saying the optics of what the media is going to show is something that maybe people should think about. Okay.
Yes, that's exactly why.
Yeah, if you like to wear overalls and no shirt, probably not your rally outfit.
Probably not. No. Yeah. I mean,
why can't you? I mean, listen. I believe in a free America. Why can't you go to the rally buck naked?
Oh dear.
I don't know. I mean,
No, not a good look.
Not the thing we're working towards.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do. Someone should do a video on proper attire going to the rally.
Well, that's going to open up a can of worms that I don't think they want.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think just go, show up. None of it. I'm not bothered.
And jeans and a t-shirt are fine. Jeans and a t-shirt are perfectly fine. That was actually what I was wearing at the rally, was jeans and a t-shirt. Again, I was planning on rain, so I had rain gear I was supposed to wear. So I figured nobody was going to see what was underneath it anyway. Of course, as it turns out, it didn't. I'm glad I had a nice t-shirt on, but
yeah.
All right, sorry. All right, I totally.
I'm just trying to spawn like tatas for the Second Amendment or something like that.
Hooters for the Second Amendment.
I think we could make that happen. I think we can make it happen. We could change the world. So I carry my revolver. Sent me a message here, and I'm going to go through. I'm going to take a couple of minutes here and go through some quick things that people are sending me messages. He says, "Did you see David Hogg tweet saying the Waffle House incident is proof a good guy without a gun can stop a bad guy with a gun?"
The only reason that guy that stopped him is because the guy's gun jammed. If he wouldn't have jammed, he probably would have been dead too. To be honest with you. Yeah. I mean that was pure luck for that dude. If it would have been running right, he would have been shot again, probably, besides shot in his arm. So yeah.
You know, at the same time, look, he was a brave guy, and sometimes if you've got nothing else, if you've got no other defense, okay, and you charge someone like that, you could scare the shit out of them and give yourself that split second.
I'm not taking anything away from him. That was a ballsy move.
Yeah.
But I mean, in reality, you got to remember, you know, man.
But look, look, let's say we made him more effective and he had a firearm, knew how to use it, he could save us all a lot of money from the damn trial.
Right. Cap that guy's ass and be done with it. Yeah.
So
because they're gonna coddle him and make excuses for him, and he's poor, mentally ill, blah 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 blah. You know, whatever.
Yeah. So you know, not necessarily a bad thing. Let's see. Someone sent me some pictures. This looks like Alex. He says, "Happy Taco Tuesday."
Oh, yeah, we had that for lunch today, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, you know what? I forgot this. Man, everyone in America, there has to be a day for everything. So it's Taco Tuesday. What's tomorrow? What begins with a W? Huh?
Wheel Gun Wednesday? I don't know.
What kind of food begins with W? Worcestershire sauce Wednesday. I don't know. I can't think of food that begins with. Someone tell us food that Waffle Wednesdays. There you go. Yeah, that's a good one. Waffle Wednesdays. That's what we need.
We usually go to Jason's Deli on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hey, does your Jason's Deli have a no gun sign in the window? Because the one around here does, so I don't go there anymore.
Oh, you know, I don't think so. I haven't noticed it. I'll have to look when we go. I don't.
Yeah. So
that wouldn't stop me anyways. But
they're independent, so I don't know.
Right.
So Steven says, if a good guy with a gun can stop a shooting, why did 17 die at Parkland?
Exactly.
You know,
or a good guy without a gun stop a shooting. Why did? Yeah.
Well, they were supposed to be. The guy who was there with a gun, I'm not sure exactly what he's referring to there. I'm going to assume that he's talking about the police officer that was there and didn't do anything. Yeah,
that's because the good guy with the gun stayed outside and hid.
He wasn't a good guy in my opinion. So there you go. So it's kind of like a moot point.
Ivan Show says Wednesday's Booty Wednesday. Visit your local Hooters.
That's what Ivan Show. Okay, whatever.
Well, I don't. Yeah. I'm not going to argue with that, Ivan. Come on.
Hooter. There's okay, whatever. I was associating it to food, so
well,
there you go. You know, I mean,
no comment.
But it doesn't have to be associated to food. It can be Hooters. Every day is a Hooters day, in my opinion. So that's a good one. I'm looking for. There was another. Okay, so Michael sent me this, and he says, "My boy just died. R.I.P. Sonny Stitches." So I'm going to throw up the picture here for a second. If it would load. I don't know why this is not loading. Here we go. So there's a picture. And I'll throw that up. So there you go. I don't know if that is Sonny Stitches that I'm throwing up the picture of there. But there you go. So
Sonny Stitches.
Yeah. So we got that out. Okay. Let's see. What other news things do we have here?
We were talking about my the Brazil thing.
Okay. Yes. So yeah.
Did you see that, Joe?
Yeah. Let's go to the thing in Brazil first. So we kind of like went over this last night, and I blame this on Babyface P. Who did you see how Babyface P just totally dropped the bomb on you, Walter?
Oh, we were talking about it. We were texting back and forth about it before it came up. Yeah. I told him about it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so did you? So you tell us from your point of view what happened here, like instead of.
Well, I mean, I sell uppers that are not firearms, and people buy things and they take them out of the country illegally. That's all I can tell you. I don't have any details on it. Some of our stuff has showed up in Mexico too, with guys handcuffed standing behind the table.
Yeah, and this is not a thing that makes you happy or whatever, right?
No,
I
don't. Yeah, no. If you look at those guns that are in that pile there, probably there's some Century Arms guns there. There's probably a Bushmaster or a Springfield Armory. There's
I see a PTR 91 sitting right there in one of these.
Yeah, pictures. I mean, a lot of times in those shots, there's a lot of Century Arms AKs end up out of the country too. Not their fault. You can't stop somebody from buying something and throwing it in a container or throwing it in a box and putting a stamp on it and mailing it.
Yeah, and that's people doing that. I mean, again, criminals don't obey laws, right?
Right.
I mean, them exporting something like that out of the country is a clear violation of the ITAR regulations, which isn't just U.S., but it's international law as well.
Right.
So if they're committing U.S. felonies and violating international law, exactly what do they expect that could be done on your end to prevent somebody from doing something once they get it? I mean, it's like blaming.
It's like blaming Chevy. It's like blaming Chevy for a man. Chevy for a guy running over people on the sidewalks. Not Chevy's fault.
Yeah. So, by the way, Michael said thanks for showing the picture and that he's been friends with that guy since middle school. I think he said middle school there. So, yeah, man, you're welcome. No worries on that. But, Walt, here's a weird thing, right? And I think I've discussed this before. I'm an FFL. So I know that you can actually come here from Mexico to go hunting and buy a firearm, right?
If you got the right papers, you can, yeah. Yeah.
So then what happens to that rifle or whatever when you buy it here? Do you sell it before you leave? Does it go back with you?
I'm not sure what happens with that. I my whole time I've been in FFL, I think I've had only one time where I had somebody that had the papers, the right papers to buy a gun that wasn't quote unquote a citizen, but once, and
what papers do you have to have in that case? Do you know?
I think you got to have like green card stuff. I mean, they haven't done it in a long time. You got to have stuff saying that you're permanent, what is it? A permanent
resident?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what would happen afterwards. These probably have been bought. Somebody could actually, I wouldn't, we get telephone orders, internet orders, people order stuff, and I ship it to an address. How do you know that that person is not from Mexico, who's working for the guys in Brazil? And
right. And what you mean by that is like if that thing is, if it's
not a firearm, it's just a part.
Yeah, if it's not an FFL item, you just ship it to an address.
It's all cash and carry. So
right, if it's an FFL item, you have to verify who you ship it to, just for the people who don't know that, because someone's going to look at this and not know exactly what goes on and all that kind of stuff. So
it'll go to another FFL if it's not it's a firearm. So but there's no way to control what happens, even if it is a firearm. That could be bought by a guy legally, and boom, it gets shipped out illegally. How do you, I got news for people. Every day in this country, thousands and tens of thousands of packages go in and out.
Didn't we have a congressman or something like that was shipping guns overseas?
Yes,
somewhere?
The guy from California.
Yes.
Anti-gun guy from California.
Anti-gun guy, yes.
Yeah. He was running a massive gun and drug smuggling business.
Right. He's an Asian fella. Yes.
Scamp 900 says, didn't Obama and Holder, and I'm pretty sure the Bush administration before that, give hundreds of guns to foreign criminals willingly? Hell yes. My friend Mike Daddy could talk all about that nonsense.
Yeah.
So there's lots of ways that things could happen there. And once you get things, once things are in your possession, and whether you did it legally or not, what you do with it. Look, badass cars wind up out of this country somehow. Whole massive cars. And not even just badass cars. There's a whole bunch of cars that come from America and somehow wind up in Africa and parts of Europe and all that kind of stuff.
That's why in Florida it's a pain in the ass to do certain things title wise and things like, say you lose your title for your car. It's a pain in the ass to get a title. Or you buy a car from somebody that has no title. It's hard to get the stuff because Florida's a transshipment state, meaning things head up here, they go in a container, boom, they're off here, they're off there, you know.
Yeah.
So,
MP762A for Life P says they give guns to terrorists. It took me longer to say his name than that. So, which is fine. I enjoy it.
Eventually here, I think the whole house of cards is getting ready to collapse with the Dems and all their little schemes during Obama, like Benghazi, which Benghazi was nothing. That was a big scheme to supply the bad guys in Syria with weapons. And that's documented. You don't have to be a break. That was all going on at the same time on the news. They're saying the ship just arrived in Turkey from Libya, delivering firearms at the same time, right after the incident at the embassy. And you didn't have to be like okay, this is what's going on. That's why it's going on. They let those guys die because they knew too much.
Yep. That's exactly it.
Chris, the ambassador was in Benghazi to meet with the Turkish person the day before all this happened.
Yep. Yep.
You don't have to do an investigation for years to figure out why that guy was let die.
Yeah.
Hillary.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, I've spent time talking with a lot of the guys who were there on the ground in Benghazi, and it's just, all I'm going to say is listen to what Walter's saying.
Yeah, and they probed. The bad guys were probing the security of that for days before the actual attack went down. So they knew how to act and how to do this, and they actually, tested the walls, stuff like that, and And in the meantime, everybody here is ignoring their pleas for help. So, but I have a feeling, I guess there's somebody that's going to be testifying pretty soon. Hopefully he doesn't end up with a 2-shot suicide. That's going to open the whole thing wide open. So hopefully that happens and they throw these scumbags in jail, or at least cuff them for a little while in public. Could you imagine that Eric Holder said he was thinking about running for president in 2020?
Oh, please.
Eric frickin' Holder, gun runner extreme.
Right.
Come on, really?
After he flashy things everyone, if you've ever seen Men in Black.
Right.
Well, that or the 2-shot suicide in the back of the head. That's what they're famous for. So
that's the other kind of flashy thing.
Yeah.
So Moobot says, what do you guys think? Should I buy another gun this weekend or an arcade machine?
Well, what kind of gun or what kind of arcade machine?
Absolutely.
There we go.
I think those things all matter.
It's the same gun you already have. Then
along with black guns, those things all matter.
So everybody's toys are different too. So
I would have to know. I mean, you honestly, you can't go wrong by buying another gun.
Well, yeah,
but you can't go wrong by buying an arcade or just doing both, man. Just
Well, but back to Brazil, there's no way to control this. I mean, there's all kinds of rules and all kinds of ITAR and all this monkey business, which actually ITAR is nothing about just making certain people make more money than other people. That's all ITAR. That's all ITAR is about. The Russians could give shit about ITAR, so the Chinese could give about ITAR, the North Koreans, all that stuff. We're the only ones that play that game, technically. Yeah, right. And that's only on the surface. We hand it out like candy to certain people, through the CIA and stuff. But you're going to see this kind of stuff, like my guns or Barrett's have been in different things. No way to stop it.
Yeah.
And even and if you stop me from making guns legally, guess what's going to happen illegally? I'm not. All they do is like cigarettes and alcohol. What happened when they took away alcohol?
Yeah. So Vanessa Kitty says she's ordering your Lola, Walter.
Bless her heart.
And MP762A4 Life P says neither. Get a silencer. And BG Moto Bang says, what do you think of the CZ Scorpion Micro coming out?
Cool.
Yeah. So what do you think about that, Joe? CZ Scorpion Micro.
I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And put that reflex can on it. Double cool. Swing, swing.
Big bada boom. Big bada boom.
Swing, swing. So I'm at the SHOT Show. Cool package. Yeah, I want. Yeah.
You actually saw that at the SHOT Show?
Yeah,
I've only seen the pictures.
They had it up on the wall actually at the SHOT Show. Yeah.
At CZ? Oh, you know what? I didn't even get over to CZ at the show.
We did it last second. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
and
the people behind the booth are like, either they were tired or they're just cold like a fish. There's no reaction when you walk up. They just sit, those guys stare at the thing, you know. It's like, oh, they're bothering me again. Yeah.
Oh, the guys at CZ?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They always have a nasty attitude. Yes.
I don't know what their problem is. Yeah.
I don't know. They could give, apparently
they could give two, you know.
Yeah, they could give two shits. Just go ahead and say it.
I've never had any luck trying to talk to anybody at CZ about anything. No. They're just like, yeah, we're CZ.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
they have HK attitude, you know.
They weren't always. I don't think they were always like that, but lately.
Well, they know they don't have to do anything to sell their stuff.
Yeah. So
they don't have to beg you to danger. They don't have to beg you to buy it. It's selling. So
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you know, that just happens, man. Some people, one of the 10 crack commandments, man, don't get high off your own supply.
Right.
You know? One of the iconic 10 crack commandments.
Is that work same thing for if you're a pimp?
Probably, because you can get some STDs. Yeah. So you probably don't want to get too all.
I have no knowledge.
Not that I know anything about pimpery. Not that I know anything about that.
No, that's called human trafficking now. Sorry. That's all right.
All right. Okay. Absolutely.
So it falls under ITAR.
So should we? I want to talk about some optics. We promised people optics and stuff like that. But before we do that, should we talk about Yeti? This Yeti thing still has legs, I guess.
What's going to happen at SHOT?
Yeti 3 minutes.
Huh?
They have a booth at SHOT. What's going to go on there? That's going to be interesting.
Don't know. Joe, what were you saying?
Yeah, well, let's give him 3 minutes of our time.
Yeah.
So backstory for Yeti. Every morning at SHOT Show Industry Day, when it's range day, in the morning for everybody who's out there, Yeti has a big tent and they hand out free ramblers full of piping hot coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got one.
That is the extent of my relationship with Yeti. I've gotten a couple of.
Well, that'll never happen again.
So what I do know is that Yeti has sponsored and gives millions of dollars a year to various outdoors hunting, sporting, Second Amendment type things, including the NRA and National Shooting Sports Foundation, et cetera, et cetera. So I also know that Marion Hammer, for example, on the NRA board of directors, launched a massive slander campaign against some of the people who are running from the board, like Adam Kraut, and just absolutely just
which Adam unfortunately did not get on the board. I saw
he
that.
Unfortunately did not, and I mean it almost stooped to the level of what probably could have been criminally considered slander and libel, in my opinion, anyway. So you have a woman who is a habitual liar, as well as
a cat lady,
as well as stabbed gun owners in the back for God knows how long. Now she's claiming this against Yeti on a Saturday, right? And you know she didn't do it on accident on a Saturday. So it got to stew on Saturday and Sunday. And first thing yesterday, Monday morning, Yeti came out with a response to it, which I felt was pretty good. Now, some people said too little, too late. Understand, Yeti is a massive company, and they responded to it first thing, the morning, first thing, the first business day after this attack on them was launched by Marion Hammer specifically anyway. So it's important, I think, at this point to understand the difference between, like, I'm a member of the NRA, so I'm the NRA, right? But the upper echelons at the NRA, like Wayne LaPierre, Chris Cox, and Marion Hammer, are not the same as me and you guys. They are not the staunch pro-Second Amendment supporters they would try and make themselves out to be. They've been pushing gun control nonstop, not to get too far off topic. But anyway, they are pushing for money like you wouldn't believe. And in the private sector, if you run a company and you want to make, Bill Gates money or Zuckerberg money, dude, make your money. That's awesome. But Wayne LaPierre's compensation totals about $7 million a year that we know of. His compensation directly from the NRA is $7 million a year.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for a company that's supposed to be protecting people's rights and not for profit. That I have a huge problem with. So when they say that these guys aren't as entrenched, anyway, I'm more likely to trust Yeti over the NRA simply because Yeti hasn't been lying to me for the past 18 months straight, if that makes sense.
Right. No, I think I understand where you're coming from. None of us are fans right now of the NRA. At the same time, you know, there's lots of companies that are pulling the plug on the NRA and bowing to political pressure. So it's kind of difficult to know where all of this is coming from. I saw that there's an article here in The Truth About Guns, Yeti's statement regarding its sponsorship agreement with the Friends of the NRA. It says, we and other media outlets have reported that the NRA has criticized Yeti after the company ended its sponsorship of Friends of the NRA events. Following it is a statement from Yeti. A few weeks ago, Yeti notified the NRA Foundation as well as a number of other organizations that we were eliminating a group of outdated discounting programs that when we notified the NRA Foundation and other organizations of this change. So that could be the NSSF that puts on SHOT Show Media Day. Could be a bunch of things going on there. Yeti explained that we are offering them an alternative customization program broadly available to consumers and organizations, including the NRA Foundation. These facts directly contradict the inaccurate statement the NRA ILA distributed on April 20th. Further, the NRA ILA stated in that same public communications that Yeti has declined to continue helping America's young people enjoy outdoor recreational activities. Nothing's further from the truth. Yeti was founded more than 10 years ago with a passion for the outdoors. And over the course of our history, we have actively and enthusiastically supported hunters, anglers, and the broader outdoor community. We have been devoted to and will continue to directly support causes tied to our passions for the outdoors, including by working with many organizations that promote conservation and management of wildlife resources and habitat restoration. From our website to our film footage and from our social media posts to our ambassadors, Yeti has always prominently featured hunters pursuing their passions. Moreover, Yeti is unwavering in our belief in and commitment to the Constitution of the United States and its Second Amendment.
Yeah,
so that's the whole statement there.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid statement as far as I'm concerned. Again, I don't have any interest in Yeti. The problem that I have is that it falls squarely on what the NRA has been doing lately, and the fact that I wish I could trust them and take them at face value. Okay, but I just can't. I just want to make sure people see some of this. I mean, like check out the date on this one. Right, this is one of my older NRA cards. Check that out. The date on that, 1998,
10 years ago.
Right, that's a long time. All right, so keep that. That's basically right after I turned right after I turned 18. I've been a member. So, and obviously, you know, we've got current membership cards here. So I want people to understand that I'm not bagging on the entirety of the NRA organization. I'm talking about the majority of the board and Wayne LaPierre and then Chris Cox over at NRA ILA and what they've been doing to us. So it's very important to understand the difference there. And we need to change out the leadership, save the NRA and change out the leadership. That's what we need. Until then, I'm putting all my money and resources that I'm donating to Gun Owners of America and other organizations that are actually not willing to compromise away any more of my rights, more importantly, the rights of my children.
And by the way, they don't spend that money trying to win you over with stuff, which, hey, you know, we gladly all take the stuff. I mean, there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. I think, look, it's like any other situation like this that comes up, right? There's several sides to the story. So there's the NRA side to the story, which I think you're right. You know, they could be trying to wag the dog maybe a little bit, you know, and distract from things that are going on with them. There's Yeti's side of the story, which this could be 100% true statement, or maybe they were intending on doing something and then they didn't get away with it and they pivoted back, you know, and then there's the reality of what happened, which neither one of us know. I think that I'm going to say in that statement, the thing I was searching for is literally the last words of that. They say that they believe in the Constitution and the Second Amendment. So maybe if they were trying to like win over gun grabbers and social justice warriors out there, they wouldn't necessarily put
They
that
wouldn't
in.
have said that, right?
So we can go with that. I think there's just a lot of different moving parts going on here, and we're all looking at it like I've said this, and people have asked me like, well, why do you care about what Yeti's doing to the NRA if you're against the NRA? I think it's the overall thing, which we all know. There's companies, there's companies out there that are getting involved in this and picking a side, regardless of what the Constitution says and what the law is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead, Walter.
Many of these companies are there's a lot of monkey see, monkey do. So they see these other corporate guys going, bad NRA. Well, maybe we should do that too. You know, so they jump on the bandwagon without a whole lot of thought. What's going to happen when people start blowing their coolers up with tannerite?
Right. What one thing I would like to shout out.
I'm not going to do that with mine though, but you know.
One thing I would like to shout out is, and I don't own a Yeti cooler.
I have two.
But Arctic, right? Arctic was the guys who came out right after that, like literally like the same day or Sunday morning, and put out a sponsored post on my Instagram, or not, just that came up on my Instagram feed about the Second Amendment and supporting it. And they actually got flamed quite a bit in the comments by anti-gun people, which was kind of funny. But so, I mean, but
options are a good thing. Like someone saying buy Igloo. I think there's Igloo, Arctic. What's the other one? There's another company. Someone tell me. Someone out there tell me the other company that we're missing. Oh, Pelican, right? Huh?
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah.
Ozark Trail, and I don't know who actually makes Ozark Trail.
That's
I guess
the Walmart
brand.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got a couple of cups from them, and their cups to me do just as well as the Yeti.
Because they're made in the same sweatshop. That's why.
Probably. That's another.
That's a fact. That's not.
Yeah.
They're made in the same factories in China. They just Yeti on one and
Cyrus 308 says he owns nothing Yeti. Have a ton of Ozark Trail stuff. Listen.
Yeah.
You know what? I think. I've been saying this for a while, and sometimes people say that it's really stupid that I'm saying it, and I shouldn't say this. If you are a company out there, whether you're a firearms manufacturer, or accessory manufacturer, or you're just a company that serves the firearms community, I think it would be nice if you came out and said, hey, we believe in the Second Amendment, etc., before shit happens to you.
But, do you have to? I mean, can't you just make your stuff and make your stuff? Do you have to come out and
you can absolutely you can do whatever you want to do.
I mean, that you can also, just make your stuff and make good stuff, and you don't have to. I don't want it's like actors. I don't want to know if you like to have sex with dogs. I don't care about that. Just do your acting. I don't care.
Well, actually, I would care about that.
I care, but I don't want them to be like sadist or something at Yeti. Right. But when I get that cooler and I put the ice in, if it does what it says it's going to do and the bear can't get in, point.
Yeah.
If
your water is icy cold
for days.
That's true. Listen, I'm not saying that they have to do it. I'm just trying to say to you that if you really believe it, if people are picking sides, I'm not saying that you have to pick a side. You don't. You could do whatever you want to do. But if you really do believe something, I tend to believe that you believe it if you say it before you get in trouble.
Well,
once you get in trouble, I don't really know what to believe. And that's what I would say about this. I don't necessarily believe the NRA. I don't necessarily believe Yeti, because I don't know what to believe here. I do know stuff about the NRA, and you're right, Joe, that we're not happy with them. We're not 100% on their side. And there's people who are fans of Yeti and their products work or whatever, but are probably expensive. And then there's options out there for people.
Right. I mean, if you want to go Walmart brand, go Walmart brand. If you want to go Coleman, go Coleman. That's your world, I mean,
but is Walmart so awesome? I mean, Walmart is
no. So I mean, I just saw on here that somebody, and it scrolled by too fast to see it, but I saw somebody saying that Orca is made in Ohio. I did not know that. Made here in the U.S. Apparently, if that's correct, which that actually leads me to want to go check them out more.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hate to, I'm not trying to bring this full circle around, guys, but the way this is going with all these people and who we're not supporting and everything, we will be going to the protest naked.
Well,
because
you know what? Maybe if next time if I've got to, maybe.
you know, because we're not going to be able to represent anyone. We're gonna be in trouble no matter what we do.
All right, not to speed you up, but Moto Bang
Yeah.
is saying it's a cooler optics question mark. He's probably right.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so there we spent more than 3 minutes on that.
I want to hear about your new primary arms. So I want to hear about some of
Okay,
the
cool. So yesterday I was showing Primary Arms came out with a 1:6 by 24 scope with the ACSS Griffin. Boom. That one right there. So we're going to be doing some stuff. I showed this last night, but for anyone, if you guys weren't here or if you were distracted by the awesomeness of American Gun Chick, you know, I think American Gun Chick was trying to make moves on me, but did anyone else notice that? It was
yeah, I noticed it. Yeah,
was that just me? I don't think. Yeah, she totally flamed me, so I don't think. So there you go. So this is the 1:6. All right, and just so you guys can see the reticle that's on that bad boy. Boom, there you go. So we're gonna put this on something. The box says ACSS Griffin mill reticle, works with any caliber, 1:6 magnification, ideal for close quarters, from close quarters to distance. Extended range. It's got a bullet drop compensation up to 600 yards with common calibers, partial reticle illumination in red or green, and BDC compatible 223. 308, 545 by 39, 65 Grendel. And there's lots of other details here on the box. One of the things I'm noticing with Primary Arms lately, have you guys noticed that little thing right there?
No,
lifetime,
nice.
yeah,
lifetime warranty from Primary Arms. So that's really cool. And by the way, I don't know, Lola, did you put any links in the description? Okay, Lola's working on some links for these particular things where you guys, if you're getting other Primary Arms optics, we already have links in the description that you can get them with free shipping plus like the mount and everything for this. So I don't know if you know about that, but we have that going on. It's in the description along with other awesomeness that we find. So there was another one that came in here. I'm going to take this out.
Can I ask a question?
What's up? Yes, you can.
I might have missed it. Correct me if I missed it. Is Primary Arms part of the Big Daddy gimmick?
Well,
just say you don't know. Just say you don't know if you don't.
It's Primary Arms on Big Daddy Unlimited.
Yes,
you know what? We need to go look there. I think it could be. There's lots of different things in there.
I know you have codes and everything, but is it part of the...
I have to search that, so I cannot answer that one. There are lots of accessories, and I believe I have seen Primary Arms in there. I know I've seen other optics, like I've seen Trigicon for sure.
I couldn't think
They're
of a
not
question.
in there. No, Lola says no. Lola says no. They're not in there.
I couldn't think of a question for American Gun Chick, but that popped right into my head. So you know.
What's up? Lola says not the optics, not the optics.
Okay.
So I know there's Trigicon in there and there's some other optics, right? But so I guess there's not Primary Arms. So they've got the 1:6, and then they also have the 1:8.
I think the 1:8 is the one they said is the best bang for your buck, something like that.
Yeah,
that's a really good.
Yeah, this is the 1:8 by 24 with the same ACSS, bullet drop compensation, all that kind of good stuff. This is the Gen 3. These are all Gen 3s, by the way, somewhere there, right there. See that? Gen 3 that I'm forgetting to say. And let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any points that I am missing out. So it's adenized, matte black, 60, 63 aluminum. It's fog resistant. Second focal plane. This one's second focal plane. So there you go. And waterproof, fully multi-coated lenses. Those are all like the good things.
Yep.
Right? That you get with it. And lifetime warranty.
That's important too, because even your best scopes die. So
absolutely. Yeah, I think when you look at other optics like Vortex and everything, this little thing that they print on here may seem like it's no big deal to you guys.
Until your scope breaks.
But yeah, and I think psychologically for people when they're picking out, because I know this, like I think Primary Arms makes good optics. We've had Dimitri on, right, several times. And I'm trying to get him to come back on and talk to you guys. They make good stuff. And when I talk to people about it, and I've used these, right? And I've shot at distance and all that kind of stuff and put it on a lot of things. I've used other things. But when I talk to people about it in the store and I'm like, oh, I think this is good money. And a lot of times it's made in the same exact freaking place as Vortex.
Yep. Same factory.
Yeah, but people always go, yeah, but Hank Strange, you know, the Vortex has a lifetime warranty. So, I mean, listen, it's something. You can't hate people.
No, you can't. I always tell people, especially they say, what are you going to get for, what kind of scope can I get for a 50 cal? I said, make sure it's got good warranty.
Yeah. What are you going to say?
Even the best out there, the Night Force is breaking stuff. So, yeah, at least if it breaks, you can get another one or take that scope that they send you back and put it on your 308 instead of the 50 cal next time. But at least you get some, at least you get something instead of nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been in that situation where I got nothing and it sucks.
Yeah. So what was that, Joe? I think you were going to say something.
So a lot of companies now are stepping up their warranties a lot, and we gotta kind of hat tip to Vortex for being the ones to truly get out there on their warranty and kind of set the rest of the industry on that path. I'm really glad about that. One of the things I've noticed from Vortex is that, you know, and I'm friends with a lot of trainers, do a lot of classes and stuff. And it seems like Vortex really over these past couple of years, their quality has been dropping. Really? It just seems like from my end anyway. And I don't know, because I know a lot of these things can sometimes be made in the same factories, or some of the components are, and then they're assembled in different factories. Mm-hmm. And it's almost like Vortex has been, I don't know, are they resting on their laurels? I'm not sure. Seems like while other companies like Primary Arms, I had one of the very first Primary Arms probably 8 years ago, something like that. It's been a while. One of their little micro red dots. I had to send it back to them, get it replaced. But now Primary Arms looks like they're really coming out strong with a lot of really good products, and they've really upped their quality over the past several years. Anyway, I'm really happy with a lot of companies that are adding lifetime warranties, or some companies like Bushnell's been doing recently. Their higher end stuff, they've got lifetime warranties, and then their lower end stuff, they've got like a 20-year warranty. Yeah. Which, you know, if a company's going to put a 20-year warranty on an optic, I'm good with that. Chances are, if I'm going to break it, it's going to be within the first 20 years. And if I buy like an optic like this, you know, that's, you know, but like $500-600, and it lasts me 20 years, I'm good with that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think like in anything else, like we've seen with phones and a whole bunch of other things, right? Cars, etc. The competition is great, man. Everyone benefits from the competition. You know, so far as what I see. Now, I know that the one thing, and obviously, like I said, Dimitri's my buddy, man, and he's a really super intelligent guy. If you guys have seen him,
he's a shooter. He freaking talks about stuff, and I'm like right over my head. Woo,
yeah, this thing right here, I've noticed lots of people copying. See this ACSS type of thing right here? This where you can range right here in the optic. If you ever like take your time and go look at because Dimitri puts out a crap megaton of videos about the ACSS reticle. That really works. It's awesome. You can actually, once you have your scope set up properly on your rifle, you can use this to range by going like basically these lines across here. You can measure, you know, across the shoulder of a person and estimate range. So you see that? You know, so once you've got those things working and the bullet drop and all that kind of stuff, it really, really works. So the thing is, and so when I first started getting into rifles, what was the rule, right? If you buy a rifle, your scope should be twice the price, I think, whatever you pay for the rifle. I think that's right, Joe? That's what the old rule used to be, right?
Yeah, that would like 10, 15 years ago, absolutely. Even as close as maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, so think about that. You just bought a $1,000 rifle, let's say. Let's go mid-range, mid-tier, right? And you bought a $1,000 rifle. People saying buy a $2,000 scope. Well, then dudes started buying like several rifles. So that can really, really get up there really fast. Yeah. I kind of want that balance of a good scope, but I don't want to move every optic to whatever other gun. I want all my guns to be optimized.
Right.
With optics. So there you go. So anyway, that's my stuff here. I'm going to do more. I'm going to do more with this, and we'll talk about it, and we'll we'll do some videos, and we'll try to get Dimitri to come on. Walter, I know you've got some before we go to Joe, because I know he's got some badass optics. Do you have some optics to show the peoples?
Well, as soon as I got put on alert that we were going to talk about stuff with glass in it, I pulled out some stuff, and some of it's vintage. It's more military stuff that I have here. So military grade. Are these military grade assault optics? It's night vision. You can shoot people in the dark. No, shoot critters. They don't shoot people. We don't shoot people here. Anyways, first thing on the list here is some thermal stuff that I have. This is a Spectre IR thermal scope that I acquired at Knob Creek, by the way.
Yeah, you always get
did some swapping and trading.
Spectre. So that's the name of the company, Spectre, or
yeah, Spectre IR, which is Elcan. It's an Elcan product. It's not current, and it's a few years old, but I basically swapped an upper for this, so I did really well on this. This, when they were brand new, I think were $13,000.
So how is the how's the night vision on that? Is it
what's thermal? So you see heat.
Thermal. I'm sorry, thermal.
It's pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to shoot it at night.
You haven't gone after any armadillos, because Babyface apparently has an armadillo situation.
Well, if this will fit on his 1022, then maybe we can.
That weighs about as much as a 1022.
It's close. It's close.
But listen, at night, if you could see those bad boys, a 1022 and a suppressor,
pink.
It's like it's a dream. It's awesome.
Pink.
Plus thermal vision. What?
Oh yeah, it's cool. It's first time I looked at it, it's like, oh, this is freaking awesome. Because I'm familiar with night vision. So let's move on to some night vision. Let's see here. So whenever I'm out and about and I see night vision show up on the market, I always pick it up because
look at this one, Joe.
That's just what the hell?
This is like a first gen Russian AK type.
That did not go on an AK.
Yes, it does.
Oh my lord!
There's the mount right there.
So that's a 20-pound AK then.
It's probably about 6. Well, yeah, this scope is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, okay.
This particular one here is Polish. So, but the Russians made the exact same thing.
Wow.
Or very similar. The Poles probably improved it a little bit, knowing how they are.
And is that in good nick?
Good nick.
Yeah, in good shape. I
thought
you knew all about the British axioms.
Oh, well, you made an incorrect assumption there. But no, it's like brand new.
Crumpets.
Yeah.
Top of the morning.
He does eat crumpets. I know that for a fact.
I don't eat crumpets. I don't even drink tea either. So I can't even have a spot with
Well,
tea,
I was going to tell Joe when Joe was talking about his Yeti mug.
Yeah.
When I got a Yeti mug, I immediately went over there and got tea. Is that a violation?
I don't know.
All right. I
have tea every damn morning in that Yeti. That Lola wakes up in the morning and leaves before me. And like you say, Walter, bless her heart. She makes me tea and leaves it in my thing, and it's still hot by the time I go. Yeah.
I have no
shout out to Lola.
I have no problem with Yeti products. They do what they say they're going to do. Yes, they're pricey, but that's the way it is.
But they don't make an optic, so let's get back to this.
Okay. Anyways, that's the Polish one. Let me go down the line here.
Polish, the kielbasa.
The kielbasa. Yeah. This is the one. Let's pull this one out here.
We almost saw some kielbasa there just
now. I probably got some crack going on. Yeah. This is like a Russian. This is like a Russian pattern. Actually, I think this is Polish too, but the Russian.
This is how you know you're doomed.
This is like what tank drivers used. So they plug it into the power in the tank and then put these things on and drive. This is a PNV 57, so it's got a 1970 date. So it's first gen for sure.
That is so badass, actually. I mean,
that is really badass.
The only problem with it, and it is cool, the frickin' cap is made for some little dinky head person.
Oh, so in other words, Joe, that's code for cannot fit on a Keller cranium.
It don't fit the 7 3/4 nog. No.
So what is that tubey thing? What's the tubey thing for?
Which one here?
Yeah, there's like what the hell is that?
You have the actual lenses and the night vision stuff, and the back there's a transformer.
Oh.
So when you plug these suckers in, they go. They buzz.
Okay, no thanks. Cancer.
There's a power cord going down. You plug in. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I used one back early '90s when this Russian stuff started to hit the market after the wall came down. I had a set of these, and I drove around when we were out hunting one time and turned off the headlights on the truck and put it up to mine and drove around. You can see all right. You don't have a lot of peripheral vision, but I could definitely see stuff. So
yeah, AW AW Parader or all Parader, I guess. SOGD says he's having a geargasm right now. You know what? That looks like does that look like something from Star Wars? Oh.
Yeah, you could
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it would
I said yeah, a little bit.
It would definitely fit that like one of those droids or something like that where they have stuff on their heads, but yeah, let me get one more.
And that looks hot.
That does look hot.
Yeah, there's some reverb, Walter. But no, Walter doesn't have his headset on.
One more. This is West German. These came on the market a couple of years back. These have the mounts for the HK91 and weapons and stuff like that. So I can mount this on a more modern gun. Yeah. But
I don't know. I don't know what Joe is thinking. But I'm thinking, damn it, if Walter got serious about his YouTube channel,
right?
The shit would be on, man. Damn it.
Well, what the hell, Walter? I've been threatening to go out and do some stuff at night, but I just never get around to it. I got a place to do it at my dad's.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
you can bring that over to my place, man. We could murk out some squirrels. And I have what are those? I have those damn moles. I hate those things.
Yeah.
You need to get yourself some skunks, Hank. Get some skunks out there. They will take care of those moles.
Yeah, we totally need more skunks.
Pop the cover off so you can.
How the hell? Oh, okay, yeah, that's a cool cover, by the way.
Yeah.
Wow, damn.
But
that's like a scope. There's like a scope inside. It's like it's got a big ring or something.
It's got like a reflective, kind of like a telescope. The short telescopes where they reflect the light.
That's some CIA type stuff. Damn. Okay, we better be getting thumbs ups for this. Did we even reach 200 thumbs ups yet? Damn it. I mean, Walter.
183.
I had to dig out all the stuff that was buried.
Yeah, come on, do some thumbs ups for Walter.
I better get some love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, smash the thumbs up just for Walter. And what were you saying about the skunks there, Joe?
So skunks are awesome. For people who don't know, and I didn't realize it till I moved out here. Maybe it's just a thing here in northern Indiana, but I got a decent area up here, and we get a lot of moles and voles and little freaking burrowing things that tear up my lawn. Now, if they stayed out in the fields, I would care less, but they come over and they get in the lawn. It's horrible. So the first time I saw skunks come up, they do their thing, and literally they'll show up and they'll work a grid pattern. I've got about 3 acres that I mow, and they'll do a grid pattern. The two of them, the mama and the baby, or the dad and the baby, I don't know. Maybe it's the dad and the wife.
Skunks. The skunks hit a pattern.
Right. They will do a grid pattern, and they will systematically go through the 3 acres of yard that I have and kill every single living thing that's bigger than like a little frickin', like a small bug. Anything that has any meat on its bones, they will dig into the ground. They will get it. They will kill it. They will eat it. And then they clear the whole yard that way. And then they're gone for a month or two. The moles and voles come back. Then they come back through. It's like they're working a grid pattern I don't know if it's just here on my property or where. But
oh my goodness, this is awesome. These are attack.
They're attack skunks. They're awesome.
Yeah, attack skunks. Damn it.
My dog will go out. Sometimes he'll see him at night. He'll look at them and they'll look at him and they'll just be like, we're just going to stay here and you're going to stay there and we're fine.
No, I didn't know. I didn't realize skunks are awesome now.
I did not realize they were awesome either, but man, I am so happy that they're around. Now, maybe it's just because I'm out and there's not a lot of stuff around me. I'm not like a suburban area, so it's not like even if they come by the house, they have plenty of room to run away and get away or whatever they want to do. So I guess they don't feel threatened. But I tell you, when I see the skunks here, I am so happy because it means they're going to kill all the things that I don't like out here.
No, that's cool, man. I never thought of that. And by the way, we did hit 200.
201.
Yay, awesome. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. And we love you. Thank you for the thumbs ups. We really do need all of that now to force the YouTube algorithm to get us going. So I know Joe has optics. So before we run out of time, we got to see Joe's optics.
Sure.
And then he's got some badassery he's been dying to show off. Even though Walter's got the mega optics.
Right. He's got super cool stuff. I saw a lot of people talking about Hollow Sun in the comments.
Yep.
I've had nothing but luck with my Hollow Suns. So for a legitimate aim point competitor like this HS515 CU, I run a T2 and an H2 and an Aimpoint Pro on my serious, go to war type home defense weapons. But this is also something that's in the rotation now here. And I would have no problem, if I had to count my life on this thing, I would absolutely. So I am really happy with a lot of the HoloSun stuff.
And HoloSun and Primary Arms do a lot of collaborative stuff built side by side, etc. I know that
they do. Apparently. So this is something, one of the last optic reviews that I did. This is the Bushnell Engage, the 4-16. This is another one of those like sub $500 optics that is pretty. It's got locking turrets. You can pop them up to turn them, slap them back down. You can actually totally pull them off and do a true zero reset on them.
Cool.
It comes with freaking caps on it as well. And for, like I said, the price point may even be less on this one. Some of their Engage lines like $400.
Okay. Do the mounts don't necessarily come with those, right?
No, this is a Weaver Tactical MSR mount. So no, it does not come with a mount. It does come with the end cap, with the caps though. And this thing is nice. It's got for its price point, it has really nice glass. It's got a nice reticle, second focal plane, but in that price point range, sub 500. And I almost want to say this is $400 for a really nice 4-16. And this one has their 20 or 30-year warranty on it. It's not lifetime, but it's either 20 or 30 years.
Yeah, it depends on where you get it from. And I guarantee you, I don't know this for sure, but I bet you Joe has a line on some places that you can get some discounts on the optics, right, Joe? Or
I do. In the link I got in the thing, I've got linked to some discounts. Who knows? Big Daddy Guns may have them if you're part of their program as well. So
yeah, I think I did see Bushnell in there. Also Optics Planet, places like that have. I think we've got a link that gives you some kind of percentage off on Optics Planet. So there you go. So, and I'm sorry, just one more thing with the mount, right? Do you have a particular kind of mount that you like? I'm sure people out there want to know, like, which mount do you prefer?
So that's a good. I guess I'm really a fan of QD mounts. So like ADM QD mounts are really nice. There are some other QD mounts that are coming out by a couple other different groups right now. Nikon's got one coming out. So, mounts are mounts, right? For something that's an optic like this, almost any kind of mount you're going to go with is going to be fine. Obviously, if you're stepping up to higher things, you probably want a nicer mount.
Yeah, you do want to think about the quality, especially depending on the rifle that you're putting those on.
Yeah. So I mean, if I was going to get the best optic mount that I needed right now, because I wanted something that was going to be as good as it could get, I would go with Geisley. Not to kind of pimp Geisley, but Geisley mounts are absolutely phenomenal. So anyway, that's that. What there was? Oh yeah. While I had this out, this video is only a couple back. If you want to see this Bushnell Engage video, I think the review on that one turned pretty well.
Yeah, and please check out 13C gun reviews, guys, and subscribe to his channel. Go ahead, Joe.
I appreciate it. So this review of this RS Regulate rail for the Galil Ace just went live today. I had a lot of questions. I think even when I was on you guys last time when I was talking about doing the review on this about heat testing. So I put the heat gun on this, dumped a bunch of mags through it, tested with the heat gun, and did the whole review without gloves. So definitely check it out. That's pretty informative as far as I'm concerned. I'm trying to get more in depth and more practical in some of my reviews for practical functionality. If that rail heats up to 120 degrees, can you still hold on to it while the front sight post is 237 degrees? Yeah, we answer those questions.
Yeah. Also here, so I see Nico Sauer says Big Daddy has a HoloSun for a hell of a deal. He bought 3 of the HS51 5C last week and saved a whole Walther buck each. What?
Wow. Damn. Nice.
Damn. Okay, that's a good deal. There you go. And I'm guessing that's from Big Daddy Unlimited. Like I said, there's a link in there. And then someone sent me a dog, the name of a dog. I think it's Justin. Justin says, what is this? He says, get a Shiba Inu. It's a dog that will go after the moles. Here's a pic of my neighbor's Shiba, which that is a good looking dog.
My son wanted to get a Shiba, but Shibas have a personality like a cat sometimes.
Oh, really?
You know, they're real.
They try to stalk you.
No, they're kind of uppity.
Oh, okay.
So it takes a, but
yeah.
And he went to a Mastiff, so there's like a
yeah. I don't trust cats for shit. No, there's nothing about a cat that I trust.
Yeah.
But they do. I know cats do go after moles, because when I first moved to my property, we did have stray cats, which I don't mind. I'm fine with stray cats, and they go after the moles too. And my dog Sailor, he doesn't bother them. But then I had another dog, and she just killed anything that came on the property.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then I had to give her to one of my friends, because that included other people who didn't fence their yards or put gates or anything like that, and then their dogs snuck under my gates because they were little tiny
yappers.
Yeah, and they came under my gate, so she went after them, and then eventually
chew toy.
Yeah. So you know how that one, that's how that one went down. To be nice about it. I'm sorry, Joe, did I cut you off? Was there something else you were gonna?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't remember. I was answering. Yeah. I saw a comment in the thing, and I was trying to answer in the chat there.
Yeah. So someone says Tosa Inu equals big ass dog in Japanese. Okay.
Yeah, but that's not that big. Those are little. Those are relatively small dogs in the dog world.
Yeah.
Compared to like a Mastiff.
Yeah.
Or a big Shepherd or something like that.
I remembered. So
yeah.
Walter, I see you with the fancier aim points.
Oh boy.
Do you think?
Well, this is actually this is older actually. It's not like real current. But it's
vintage.
I'm sticking with my question anyway.
Okay, go for it.
Do you think that the Aimpoint Pro totally eliminates the need for any of the other comp M4s and all those? Because quite honestly, there is nothing in that size range from Aimpoint I would even look at other than the Aimpoint Pro. That's how much I like my Aimpoint Pros.
Well, obviously you know way more about it than I do, to be honest with you. So
no, I'm not. My knowledge level on Aimpoints is not that high.
You're just saying you like it small, right, Joe?
Nick?
Yeah. Well, you're just saying you like the small Aimpoints, right?
No, because the Aimpoint Pro is about the same size as some of the comps.
Oh, okay.
The T's and the H's are the small ones. They're the micros. The Aimpoint Pro is about the size of what Walter's got right there.
Okay.
It's just a $400 Aimpoint in that tube versus the comp like M4s that are what are they still like $700 or something?
I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think have I ever had an Aimpoint? I don't think so. I've never had an Aimpoint. I've had EOTech, Bushnell. Obviously, I've had Vortex, Primary Arms. And some other. There's another one I'm trying to remember that I had on my RFB, and man, I can't remember the name of it, but it was really good.
Leupold?
No, not Leupold. Oh man.
Speaking of good warranty, Leupold has excellent warranty, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of people buying broken scopes. They find a broken scope in some sale someplace and send it to Leupold, and they fix it free. So
yeah,
good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against the expensive optics if you could do it out there, or if you're in competition and stuff like that. I don't think they're always worth the money though. The videos that I've seen other people do,
you have to be doing the kind of shooting that warrants a $2,000 scope. Sorry, I mean
sometimes I think sometimes it's just money that you're spending. It's not
if you're going to go to the range and shoot 100 yards or 200 yards, just have it on because you want to say you have a Night Force scope on your gun. You're not shooting 1,000+ yards or something like that. Scope like it should be,
Yeah.
And a Night Force will set you back really quick. So
a
cheap one will set you back. So
yeah. By the way, Joe, I'm kind of jealous now because this Galil, which is not mine, so I can't modify it, but now your Galil looks way sexier. I think this is cool, but yours looks way sexier.
Looking Galil, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a little sexier.
Yeah, that's up there with that with the Rattler that Walter has. Where's your Rattler? Well, look at that. You guys man, I feel kind of left out.
Sporting the compact entry stock from Safety Harbor Firearms.
Absolutely,
that is sexy.
When do we see those?
What do you mean? Oh,
that's out. Oh, that's out already. It's
yeah, that's already out. Yeah, they're available. Yep, with the tail hook also.
Yeah. This is what I hate about this thing. This
side folder, or just the way it folds.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No, it takes a man and maybe 2 men and 3 small boys to work the damn release on this, right? All right, so I'm not the only one.
Ridiculous.
For the love of God. Right. Yeah, same thing. I mean, this is just, it's insane to fold this.
Yeah. But now, I guess that's the whole thing. When it's unfolded, you know, but I'm not even folding it back. That's how much I hate.
So unfolding it is fine. I can take my pinky and pop it out and it's locked up solid. But taking this thing back, it doesn't matter how much freaking lube or grease I put on here. I mean, it's just, I guess it's a good thing though. It's not going to accidentally close up on you, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? I see you guys Galils and I see your rattlers and everything, but do you have an AK-74 bullpup? Check that bad boy out. Look at that.
I do not.
That is real. That's real sexy.
I don't need no stinking bullpup.
That's real sexy right there. Come on, Walter. You're an AK guy.
I know I am.
You know that's sexy AK. Come on now. Yeah.
Devin Brown, no, my 50s are not on Big Daddy Unlimited. At least not yet, anyways.
You know, we could do something like that if Walter wanted to. I don't know if he wants to.
Well, yeah, I don't. I'm always.
We can make it happen, Walter. I know someone. I know a guy.
I think you might know a couple guys.
I know a guy that could make that happen. So
we'll see.
Since he's talking about that compact entry stock, I put one of those on my custom. I had a 13C lower that was custom engraved, and anyway, it's probably been a year, right, Walter, since that video went up.
Probably, yeah. So if you want to see more about it, see it in action, check that out if you want. Because
what's the name? What's the name of the video? Do you remember? I can't remember the name of my videos either. So,
I did it with the custom lower. So it's got a, and I'm gonna say it again, a Geisley trigger in it. It's got the compact entry stock and a Faxon barrel. So put those words together.
Okay, and also we have a new version of that that's actually a tail hook equipped too. So you don't have to be SBR necessarily anymore.
Ooh.
So.
Now that is cool. That would probably be the cat's meow on that 300 blackout I got.
Yeah,
we'll have to maybe get you one then, huh?
Until one day when the ATF comes after all of those, but you know, it's all good till then.
Yeah,
I think we need to abolish the ATF. I'm just going to put it out there. Just put it out there.
I'm all for it.
No argument there.
I say yes.
No argument there.
Yes for abolish. I guarantee you they would say no to that, but I think
we transfer them all to Parks and Recreation and see how many of them quit fast. You know, when they moved when they moved the NFA branch to West Virginia.
Yeah.
Most of the people that worked in DC at the NFA branch at that time did not go to West Virginia. And surprisingly enough, after that happened, at that time, transfers increased in speed.
Oh, really? But what's wrong with West Virginia? I heard.
Well, if you live in DC and you're used to the DC lifestyle, which is, we'll just say fat and happy, because a lot of those NFA people were fat and happy. They did not want to move out to Martinsburg, West Virginia, and I'll just leave it at that.
All right.
They thought that was the woods, and they weren't going out into the woods. So. But the transfer speed increased after that, believe it or not, because they got new people. That's when things were, that was early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
Interesting.
Yeah. Little history on ATF stuff. But
very cool. Let's see. I'm just looking through to see if there's any other news stuff that we missed. That's worth talking about here. If someone has some new stuff they want us to kick it about here.
Because we got 4 minutes till the hour of 9.
Yeah. Let's see. Don't give a crap about royal babies. That means nothing to me.
Oh, they don't? How about that Fresno State professor chick, the freak show, that just can't keep her mouth shut about Barbara Bush?
Oh, because she knows she'll never be fired?
Oh, yeah. She won't be disciplined. Well, talk about a freak show. Oh, my God. I don't get the
icon worship, be it if it's you know, a royal in Britain and wanting to hear all about the royal wedding or baby or whatever, or, you know, about Barbara Bush, right? I mean, she's elderly, she's sick, you know, I mean,
she's not here. Yeah, she passed away. She's not
right.
here.
So I mean, why, you know, I don't know why it's really worthy of more than just a footnote in a news story, perhaps. I don't get the whole, you know, big. Yeah, I mean, is that I don't get why we're making such a big deal out of it. That's what I don't understand. No matter where you come down on, I just don't understand where the big deal is.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I kind of agree with you. You know, it's sad for their family that they've come to that point, and at the same time, these are people that have lived through history and done their thing. You know, so the rest of us.
Well, I'm just saying that professor woman saying all the nasty shit she said that wasn't necessary. So, you know, that's just me.
Pretty much a lot of professors out there are not necessary.
Well, but yeah. Anyways,
yeah. So did you see, let me see. I'm going to try to share this with you guys because I think this is cool. When you talk about bullpups, everyone knows I got to talk about bullpups a little bit. If I could help it, I must show the bullpups. And I'm going to put this article up here. Let me see. I'm going to share it in the chat as well. And I know yesterday we talked about the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 recall. Joe, do you have anything on that? Are you a Kel-Tec Sub 2000 guy?
No, I don't have. I've got a couple of Kel-Tecs from back in the day. I haven't done any. I haven't really spent much time or effort on anything Kel-Tec in a while. If they just really not things that have been on my radar necessarily.
Yeah. So now I put this in the chat for you. Yeah. You know what? From what I saw yesterday, that I think the ones made in 2017 had some barrel issues. They issued a recall. You can go to their website. There's plenty of information out there about it. If you have one that was manufactured in 2017, you can figure out by serial number, I guess, which one you're dealing with. I know people have asked me to talk about that I think that's been going on for a couple of weeks now, but it keeps getting buried by other things going on in the news. So SCAT GM200 and GM200 bullpup modular bolt action rifles.
Where is this at?
I sent you a link. It's in the our internal chat here, but I did send you a link, and this is on the Firearm blog, and it says SCAT is a private Russian firearms manufacturing company because I never heard of it.
SCAT. You know what SCAT is?
Yes.
The poop
yes.
GM200.
Yeah. Poopitsky.
Poopitsky.
Yeah, besides the name, might make you scat your pants.
It's interesting. That's a mock-up, obviously, or a computer-generated thing there. It's not a real gun.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
It looks interesting.
It looks like a erector set.
A lot of these guns do now.
Yeah, it looks like an erector set kind of thing. So
they got to get with the M-Lock, not the key mod, though. I gotta say.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Russians probably not up on the M-Lock yet. So it says a Russian firearms manufacturing company founded by a gentleman named Gennady Kochikhishev. The company makes a variety of firearms, including Glock clones. That's interesting. AR-15 rifles and PCC bolts, and I'm guessing that's pistol caliber carbine, bolt action, precision rifles, etc.
Go ahead. Is it just me, or the first look at that almost looked like the fix from Q, a little bit?
Huh.
Not exactly, but it just, when I first saw it, when the page first loaded and the picture came up, I immediately, the first thought in my head was the fix from Q. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that top drawing was okay.
It's interesting. Yeah, like Walter said, I don't know if these are actually in production yet.
The top drawing looked like a model, but the bottom ones actually look like real guns. So
yeah, and it's hard to tell with the 3D stuff nowadays.
Yeah,
you know, and the Russians hacking the internet with their assault computers.
So, the hack.
Okay, if you keep going lower, there's some other pictures of other guns that they've
like
put
prototype
up
stuff.
Yeah, some other bullpup stuff. I keep telling you, Walter, we got to make a bullpup, man.
Oh, there's the pup.
Keep scrolling. If you keep scrolling down, there's more bullpup stuff.
I'm not a real big fan on putting the bolt right next to my head, to be quite honest with you. When when things go bad, if they do it, you know, I don't want to have the side of my head reconstructed.
You might break the gun with that thing.
I don't think so.
You could just leave it as is. You don't have to. You just leave it as is.
Oh, I like the full length rifle. You know, just not a. I'm not like I said, the big. Besides, you know, I know from 50 cal, you make the barrel. You get all the action going closer to your head. It's sometimes not very pleasant. So I mean, you know, I don't know. Like I see these guys, I see the Brits shooting the their pull-pup rifle and pow, 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 and I'm thinking, man, 223 even closer to my head. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's obnoxious. In my opinion, sorry.
Yeah, I think I think it's how you construct it. I mean, I haven't really seen any. Yeah. You know, mostly those things are designed. Like when Babyface blew out the back of that RFB, he was fine. You know?
Oh no, he was cool. I mean,
yeah, those parts of the guns are usually constructed a lot more rigorously, and pressure seeks the point of least resistance.
Yes, it does, and yes, it does.
So in his case, I mean, it blew out the back of it. It really, you know.
Yeah, that's that design though. So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. So you want to be careful with that. I see CAA Micro Roni got a Olight flashlight 900 lumen upgrade. Olight, you know, we've got some Olight things. I know, Joe, you've got some Olight things coming out, been out. Yeah. 900. Damn, how is Olight doing all these lumens, man?
I don't know. It's in my other tactical walls thing on my home defense pistol right now. But that Olight freaking light that's a little smaller than like the TLR ones. 1,200 freaking lumens.
Yeah, Olight's pretty good. Yeah,
that's a shit ton of light. I'm sorry, it's just crazy.
Yeah,
you fire that thing up in the house, you're blinding yourself and everybody else.
Oh yeah, we've got some mega. I just haven't. I need to get some of that Olight stuff up. We've got some mega Olight flashlights.
Well, you know, part of like this big ass Surefire one I hear. Part of the reason they're using this is to blind your opponent.
True.
Well,
so, when you pop that sucker on. And they're like disoriented, you know, and then you know.
But if you're using a light, like let's say at night in your house, right? If it's 400 lumens is going to blind them just as bad as 1,200.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound as cool, Joe. Come on.
Right.
You want to sear the eyeballs from their sockets.
You want to burn that battery out in one flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't call them assault flashlights for nothing.
Flashlights, high capacity lumens.
Yeah. Fully semi-automatic. Oh my God. I think we're just going a little overboard right now.
Oh.
Okay, so let's see what's going on with the people here. I know it looks like we're at 9 o'clock. So maybe we should start wrapping this up. Richard Rasnick says use it as a tanning light. And then Treadhead 44 says, I keep my Olight X7 Marauder besides my bed. 9,000 lumen monster. The size of a soda can. Yeah, Tony has one of those around here. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
You can signal the airstrike with that thing.
Yeah, man, it's insane. And you know what's funny? When we were at SHOT Show and we came across, because we discovered Olight, we're like, wow, this stuff is amazing. So he's standing there and everyone that's walking by, he's turning on the lights on them. And the Olight people are like, seriously?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. So he's, you know, it's a lot of power. It's a lot of power. It's awesome. So, all right. So you know what? Let's wrap this up here.
Okay.
Since, you know, it's
9 bells.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday. No, it's not a Friday.
Friday. It's not Friday, man. What happened?
I'm just messing with everyone. Okay. Absolutely. So Walter, what's going on with you, man? What's up?
What's going on here? Getting some making parts in the shop, man. I'll keep. Yeah, we're busy.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that dog making any damn parts yet?
No, he's. I every time I go in there and I just sit there and I just stare at him. I just look at her, watch her sleeping, and that's like. Yeah. So maybe that's a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
My daughter used to have a dog here at the house, and then when she moved, she took the dog with her. So is that technically my son's dog, but it's at the shop all day long. It's a puppy. It's, you know, small.
Mm-hmm.
Not soon to be not small, but So yeah, it's kind of different. You know, it's like having a baby around. You know.
Yeah. Are you gonna feed this dog like steaks or something? Because that's gonna be.
He was saying he was gonna do the meat thing with her.
Oh, that's gonna be. You might as well start buying your meat by the cow. I
don't know how that's gonna go, but that's what he says is the best for him, actually. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, they eat like whole chickens and stuff like that when they get full size. So you know, it's,
yeah. Justin E says I was a white dude until I got hit with a 100K loom light.
What happened? Did you like get fried or something, or what?
Yeah, that's a 10. This is a 10.
Yeah,
yeah.
But anyways, yeah, just making guns and doing the shop stuff right now, making parts. We got parts. Just sent some more stuff out for the HK stock. That's supposed to go with the guys at Zenith to the NRA show. Are you going to NRA, Joe?
No. Short answer is no, I'm not.
I decided not to either. So
yeah, yeah. And it bums me out because I love the NRA show because I get to see. I run into a ton of subscribers. I get to see people. It's a lot of fun. It's not going to like SHOT Show is work. It's just work. Going to NRA is a lot of fun. So I'm kind of bummed that I'm not going. But I mean, it was my own choice not to go. I decided to. I've got some other stuff going on, good stuff in the works. But
okay, that's good.
Yeah, I figured my time would probably be better doing stuff in the shop for the moment.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Honestly,
I'm kind of bummed because I wanted to see some of the people that I've seen it. You know, the other people on the show here and the podcast and stuff. You know, but
yeah, me too.
Yeah, next time. So
yeah, to be honest with you, the reason why I'm going is just so I can hang. That's like what Joe said. I get to see the people that support what we do all the time, and that's really cool to me. That always reinvigorates me to do this.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm going. There's a lot of stuff going on with the NRA and all kinds of other things around it that are really not encouraging things. But that's why I'm going, so people can hang out with me. And I forgot to say that there is going to be a NRA during the NRA show. Barnauls has a cigar event. It's like an indoor-outdoor thing. I know people were asking about it, like, is it going to be all smoking? I don't even smoke cigars, so I know there's going to be places there for people who don't smoke. If you do smoke,
it'll be a social event, folks.
Absolutely. So there's like indoor-outdoor stuff. They say I'm looking at what Lola wrote here on the board.
And there'll probably be adult beverages and such. So yes.
Yes, exactly. There'll be a food truck and refreshments, and then there's going to be a bunch of cool YouTubers, and then of course me hanging out there. So you guys can come hang out with me at that, and I think it's May 4th, right, Lola?
Any chance you guys are going to be in back with the fro?
Oh, I don't know. I think we put Pookie Love
to bed
for now. Yeah, for now. I mean, I'm not saying he might not make an appearance again, but he's a troublemaker. He's a troublemaker, Pookie Love. So yeah, we don't want to,
You can't with that high pitched voice too much.
Yeah,
you might not be able to go back to normal.
Yeah, I just really want to chill, man. There's been a lot of this has been where are we? Like, we're in April, right? I mean, this has been a rough ride of a year so far.
Right. Hey, don't forget, May the 4th is the Star Wars Day too, by the way.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you, yes, sir. Don't forget that,
Yeah. So Joe, what do you have going on, man? What's up with you? There you go. Okay.
Very good.
Oh, X-Wing.
Yep, X-Wing. Yep.
My daughters and I, that's what we do. We build Legos together, usually Star Wars Legos.
Very cool.
So what do I have going on? The RS Regulate Rail video that dropped today, both on YouTube, and now I can officially say it, we are live on Full 30. So
sweet. Congratulations.
Check us out on full30.com.
Awesome.
And what else? What else is going on with me? There's a bunch of stuff in the works. We got some more optic stuff coming up. I'm trying to think of what else is in the pipeline that I have here. The Vanquest, that big Markhor 45 bag is coming up. I don't know what else. There is a ton coming up. So definitely subscribe, like, share. all that super stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why I feel like it's Friday too, man. It's been a long week already.
Yeah, it has been, man. It's been crazy. All right, cool. So we will end it there. We will be back tomorrow. I'm thinking, right, Lola? We'll be back tomorrow, and you know, we will see you guys then. Thanks to everyone for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. All the people that gave us thumbs ups, thank you very much. Everyone in the chat, the folks who support us on Patreon with Patreon/Hank Strange. Of course, I need to remind you guys to put your names in the HankStrange.tv mailing list. Joe, you've got one too, right?
Yes, 13cgunreviews.com, 13c.us. It's over on the right side of the page. Sign up for our mailing list, just like you have to sign up for Hank's, because no matter where we get, if we get banned somewhere, blocked somewhere, they shut something down, it's really important to be able to stay connected with us so we can tell you where we're going and what's going on. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's a great thing. You guys are going to see that the HankStrange.tv thing is going to become very, very important as we move forward here. All the stuff happening. I know, for example, I just remembered I haven't said anything about it, but it does, you know, AK Operators Union, I think he's on his second strike. You know, that's horrible. So if you guys can, like, put some pressure on YouTube in regards to that situation. You know, I saw that Mr. Guns and Gear made a post where there's a bunch of people now, like Everytown folks are actually going, since YouTube started this new policy, and reporting all his videos. So yeah, that's happening. They're actually going and reporting the videos so they can, so that, you know, YouTube can, I guess, go through there and give him strikes for that. It's like a coordinated effort.
He posted a screenshot with like a dozen comments in a row of all these different people saying they're reporting the video. And it was an optics video, if I remember correctly. It's optics, flashlight, something like that. It was an innocuous video. It wasn't like a, not like any of them are bad anyway on his channel, but it was something that inane.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to hit you guys upside the head with this stuff, but it really, really is important to do things like HankStrange.tv and 13C gun reviews. It's 13C Gun Reviews TV or
13cgunreviews.com, or you can do 13c.us.
There you go.
Is a short one to get there.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So that's it. You know, thanks for all the support and all that. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're out of here.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Good night, everyone.
Peace.
Bye-bye.